all these celebrities that was on the net all day yesterday, and I put it on my website, and I paired it with one of the Leni Riefenstahl propaganda videos from the Hitler. You just lined up there and said, yes, we will be there for Germany. And it is ultimately, first of all...
Mike, your connection from Hawaii is cutting out. We're going to go back to you in just a few minutes. Speaking of the devil, I sent the clip to the network out of habit, but we're doing most of the network operations here ourselves. John, will you IM to my control room that particular first clip I sent you today so we can put it up and play it here, where the celebrities say, we will do whatever you say, we will submit to you, we will do whatever you say. Because that's what the media is saying in unison. Do what Obama says and he can fix it. But they never say what that is specifically, but in the fine print, it's total tyranny. And they kept saying that in the speeches today. I was watching some of the speeches during the breaks, and it was just, things will get better. They're going to get worse first. Just do what we say. There's some things we're going to need you to do. This isn't going to be comfortable. I mean, this is scary. This is out of control. Do we have Mike back?
Okay, testing 1, 2, 3.
Okay,
1, 2, 3.
good. Yeah, we've got you on air, sir. Go. So specifically, though, continue with this Hollywood video they're putting out where they're saying, we will do whatever you say. Go ahead.
Yeah, basically it's this video of all these celebrities that are standing up there saying, I pledge, I will do X, Y, Z. And over and over and over again, it's just hammering this whole point of pledging to support the president. Now, I have no problem with volunteerism. My wife and I are involved in several charities here locally. But the problem with this is that government is on to volunteer.
Okay, Mike, again,
we are paying government to do.
We're going to have to cut it off there. Let's just totally reconnect with Mike. Okay, thank you. Again, we're audio and video, so there's a few problems from Hawaii. Yes, what he's saying is they come out, and in their real documents, and in some of their speeches, they say forced youth brigades, environmental corps, senior corps, 18 to 24, you must serve in paramilitary training, Rahm Emanuel, Barack Obama, all on record. Then separately, which is what Mussolini, Hitler, and Stalin and Mao did, they create their own individual corps outside government that's the largest pool. And so to open up the salvo, they don't say, oh, it's to tattle on your neighbors, it's to spy, it's to go spy on farmers and ranchers and dig up dirt to try to steal their farms. That's what they're really setting up in the training that the federal government's been beta testing for decades, that we've been covering, and my first films covered it. And so then what they do is they say, oh, it's soup kitchens. It's cleaning up the park. It's cleaning up the lake. And people go, man, that sounds reasonable. The government's asking for my help. Meanwhile, they're stealing trillions, setting up police state building camps, bringing troops in. So all that's going on, but it's this feel-good thing, and then Obama becomes the symbol of taking old ladies across the street or taking old people, to the store to get some food. It's the same thing with local cops, where we take a family shopping for Christmas. The local cop means well. He thinks he's doing a good job, but it's PR for all the taserings and the shootings in the back and the checkpoints and the beatdowns. It's propaganda, making all of the charity, all of it about the government and about how good Barack Obama is. And then out of that giant pool that they launch in the name of helping old people and soup kitchens, they admit that they are going to people all of their governmental brigades and then separate fascist brigades. So absolutely, while we're getting a better connection to Hawaii from Mike Rivero, whatreallyhappened.com, I just briefly want to tell the listeners something. I have had such a serious feeling of concern in my heart, my intellect, my soul. I have been so fired up and so focused that I haven't even been talking about really lately supporting this radio show and what we do here. And the costs are just absolutely huge to have 3 people in there running the live TV show and radio show. I have to pay those guys. They're great guys. To be trying to hire an extra web person and another IT person who we're all interviewing right now because we don't have the personnel. That's why Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com are down maybe 30, 40 minutes, an hour a day off and on. It is a nightmare because we don't have the money. We have 2 CDNs and a couple other servers, and we don't have the money to get the new CDN, an extra one we need to fix these problems. We've hired consultants. This is all extremely expensive. We're getting millions of visits a day, but no one, the majority of them, the vast 99.9% are buying nothing. And I understand that's because the society is breaking down. I understand it's because the economy is in shambles. We are taking the gamble, the risk, under this maximum threat to the republic and the attack on the Second Amendment and free speech and everything that's going to intensify under Obama. It's going to get worse. It would have gotten worse under McCain because they're just front men for the same agenda that rolls forward. We need your financial support. And the way I ask listeners to do that, plus you get great videos and books, is go to Infowars.com and buy Endgame, buy Terror Storm, buy Truth Rising, Fabled Enemies, the books and videos, the Money Masters about who the banking elite are, incredibly riveting. All these books and materials, if you just go there and see it as a donation to liberty and freedom, we can continue because things have gotten so bad, I mean, across the board, that, you know, I made the decision a year and a half ago to get a bigger office and to move and expand. And looking at our finances then, it looked like that if it even held where it was, and it was a big growth curve. And, of course, our listenership and viewership's way off the charts. It just continues to explode. But the amount of people that are able to support or buy books and videos is down. And so we need your financial support. We need those of you that have the capital to support us. We thank those that have supported us because I made the decision a year and a half ago, but on top of doing radio every day, doing TV, doing films, infrastructure, interviews, all the things I have, it took a good year and 3 or 4 months to get moved over here in the last 2 months. Then we had to, from scratch on the cheaps, build this studio, do it as best we could, but still at great expense to us. I'm trying to finish the other TV studio out there, and I see the economy just plunging, and every one of our capital centers plunging. And I don't want to turn this into a giant infomercial with products and things that I believe in, but still, I want to cover the news. So it's just better if people just support us. And if you want to just write a donation to Alex Jones and mail it to 3001 South Lamar, Suite 100, Austin, Texas, 78704, that will be spent on fighting the New World Order. And that will be spent on hiring more people and not just staying the same or getting smaller, but growing. We have a big nut to crack each month, and I just haven't spent enough time on this. So go to Infowars.com, go through the shopping cart, call the toll-free number, tell them what's a good combo, what's a good special, and get a great book, a great video, or if you got the money, buy 100 videos. We've got them as low as $5.95 if you buy a bunch of them in bulk. Buy them, give them to people. Or if you can only buy one, buy it and make copies. The key here to getting my films is getting them out to people. So that's how you donate, is you go to Infowars.com or you call toll-free 888-253-3139. 888-253-3139. I'll tell you what else this radio show does. We bring you all these other activists and leaders and scientists and researchers and authors and filmmakers who are not getting support, and they respond that they get record support when they come on this show. So we're also energizing the activist community, energizing the Republic. I got an email last night, and I really know it's true. You know, the guy said, Alex, you got to get more on the NAS. They're taking over the food supply, the premises ID, the total takeover. You got to get more on this Second Amendment attack. I know I covered a little every day, but it's so big, it's so real. Alex, you're probably not only one of the big dogs in the fight, you're probably the only dog in the fight. And at this level, we're it, and we're not that big. We're the biggest, the best, the most focused, and it is ragtag, ladies and gentlemen. It is ragtag. And I talked to consultants and IT people who are very expensive every hour. They told us, you need these type of CDNs, you need this configuration, you need this package, you need these people. And we don't have the money to do it. I have limited reserves so we could operate in an emergency for a few months. So I can't commit those reserves to upgrade Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com so they'll be 10 times more effective. And so, 5-6 years ago, and we're going to go to Mike in a second. We just got him back. 5-10 years ago, I was small. 2 or 3 people worked with me. I even did my own camera work. I didn't want to grow. I didn't like having employees. I don't like management. I don't like having to organize all this. It was enough to just do a radio show every day and make films and have a little website that my wife and I updated. I grew from that. And then I had to learn to try to make money to pay the people. And then more and more, as we made more capital, I put it back in, and then things grew, and then the economy's imploding. So just to continue what we're doing at this level, we need massive support. And to grow, if people want to donate large sums, and I know people have them out there, it will 100% go to this operation. We need those donations. We need the support. And again, whether it's a $5 ball cap or a $15 or $10 video, go to Infowars.com or call 888-253-3139 or write us a check, send us FR.